This episode is brought to you by SD Sober Living. If you or someone you know needs a safe, supportive recovery home, then reach out to SD Sober Living at www.sdsoberliving.org or call 619-334-9869. That's 619-334-9869. Come get some fuck fentanyl and some San Diego recovery at SD Sober Living. Hey everyone, I want to take a moment to talk about something really important, mental health and addiction. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or drug addiction, especially if they're facing chronic relapses or have a history of bouncing in and out of treatment centers, I want to recommend Baja Rehab. Baja is a premier lockdown treatment center located just 45 minutes from the San Diego border in beautiful Mexico. I've had the opportunity to visit their facility, and I can tell you firsthand, it's not only stunning, but also equipped with everything needed for recovery. They offer comprehensive medical detox and have a dedicated team of drug counselors and specialized therapists. If you are ready to take the first step towards healing, call Shalom, the intake director, at 619-855-6368. That's 619-855-6368. Your loved ones deserve a second chance, so don't wait until it's too late. Reach out to Baja Rehab today. This is the Fuck Fentanyl guy letting you know if you or a loved one is injured in a motorcycle accident, then call 1-800-Lawtigers for a free case evaluation. We are available 24/7. That's 1-800-Lawtigers with over $1.5 billion recovered in verdicts and settlements. Nobody got your back more than Lawtigers. Twist the night, Corin. I'm Luis Romero. I'm the Fuck Fentanyl guy, and this is the Fuck Fentanyl podcast. I have a really cool guest right here. Jamie, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Awesome. And a co-host?
Hello.
Steffi, back at it. So awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this one because the people who don't know Jamie should know Jamie. She's my best friend, one of them. Yeah. And I cannot wait to do this with you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Steffi actually did mention you a couple times, I think. You've been sober for quite some time.
4 years. Well, almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years, January 1st.
Wow.
Or 2nd. Yeah, 1st.
New Year's Day?
Yes.
Was it what do you call it? A New Year's resolution?
Or, not really. I just
it just happened to be that day.
I woke up from a night of partying and was just like, I'm done, and that was pretty much it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well,
we can go into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We will touch back up on that. Where are you from?
Originally from Texas.
Really?
I was born there, but moved to San Diego when I was 6.
Oh,
so
cool.
I've been here pretty much all my life.
Oh, Southern Belle.
Southern Belle? Are you really?
No.
You ever had a little accent?
I did.
No way.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Yeah. My teachers would make fun of me in elementary school. I had no idea what they were talking about. I'm like a little kid.
Yeah. You weren't saying rad or gnarly or.
I wasn't saying that then.
Yeah.
No.
Are you like y'all?
Probably.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all be tested.
They were like, you have the cutest little accent. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What do you...
Could you imagine her with a southern
No.
accent?
It comes out
I can
sometimes.
see
It does?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
pretty sick. Let's go.
we could start all over and just do Texas accents.
I don't know if I can stay in character because
No.
I'll just be like, what is it? Y'all be wild out here.
Yeah, I mean,
Get on them horses.
Yeehaw!
Let's go to the rodeo.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Yes.
Oh my God. So what part of San Diego did you first moved into?
Spring Valley.
Oh shit.
Spring Valley, Mira Mesa.
Let's go to the ghetto.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't back then.
It was
like,
all right, I think.
Back in the 80s, it was,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Mount Helix, Spring Valley area.
Oh, okay. And then you went to school?
Went to school there. Then middle school moved to Mira Mesa.
Okay.
And then high school, I moved to Arizona. Did a year of high school out there. No, 2 years. My last 2 years of high school was out in Arizona. Moved back to San Diego. Then just moved, all around the county.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And then I lived in Michigan for a year. We can get into that later.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that sounds terrible.
Exactly. That's why it lasted only 1 year.
Yeah.
I came back like pretty much to the day. I was like, and I'm never gonna leave San Diego.
You're like, I gave it the full year.
Yeah, yep.
I'm not coming back. Oh my God. What part of Michigan, real quick?
Trenton, Michigan, which was right south of Detroit.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Dang.
Oh yeah, that sounds rough.
Yeah. The weather, the people, they were all rough.
Yeah. They blended together.
They're bitter cold, just like the weather.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're bitter cold like my heart.
Oh
Right?
shit. Oh my God.
So I have a question.
Go ahead,
'cause I
shoot
want
it.
to like dive into this.
Yeah, dive in. Yeah.
When was it that you kind of fell into your use on like using drugs and drinking?
I would say it started. Okay, I think because I've been thinking about this, like how did this
Right.
happen? I think
Right.
the movies and stuff kind of glorified drug use. You know how like movies will glorify gangsters.
Oh yeah.
Scarface.
I have a
Scarface, all
whole
the drug
theory
use.
on the glorification of
Right.
alcohol and drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I was just always really curious.
Okay.
What is that like? Like, oh, I want to try that. That looks fucking rad.
Yeah.
That looks fun. So I pretty much started when I was 13.
Okay.
Getting high with the friends, doing coke here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically friends, meth here and there, but never really.
Like at a young age?
Yeah, like
Really?
13, 14, 15,
Oh,
16.
wow.
Yeah,
We
Oh,
kind of
shit,
have that
really?
in common
Right?
because we both started experimenting
Mhm.
young. That is crazy. Okay. So
Yeah.
then you started with smoking weed and got into coke here and there and then doing meth.
I wouldn't say that weed was the gateway drug, but it was there.
It was there.
Yeah.
What was okay. So like
it's accessible.
Yeah.
when did
was.
it like escalate for you to the point where like you were like, oh shit?
There was never really an oh shit moment because I could
Really?
just drop that stuff anytime I wanted, right?
Okay.
I wasn't
Yeah.
like full blown meth addict or anything like that. It was just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, strong will.
Right. And then, and then drinking here and there, like especially, in my 20s because, you're 21, you start
Mhm.
drinking, going to
Yeah.
clubs, stuff like that, right?
That's
Relatively
not
normal.
society norm.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So then I stopped doing everything else, right? So I was
Mhm.
just drinking, and then I met someone that was doing heroin,
Okay.
Ooh.
and I was just like
Ooh.
really curious about that,
Yeah.
because they always say, oh, you get addicted as soon as you do it. I'm like, yeah, right. Totally.
Because
yeah.
I could always just drop everything.
Yeah. So you were like, this
Sure.
isn't gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I ain't
it for
gonna
me
be-
yet, But
Yeah.
you're
I'm
like
not
going
weak minded.
Right.
Yeah.
I had the willpower to stop other things, and then
Right.
and
What's
I
so
was
different
told,
about that?
You're like,
Right.
I am elite.
Yeah,
I
well,
can
yeah.
stop.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like that, but I just couldn't really believe that. Like,
Yeah.
really? So, the person that gave it to me the first time, he was just like, okay. He's like, if you get addicted, this isn't, you wanted to do this. Pretty
Oh
much,
shit! He gave you the whole
Yeah.
rundown.
And I was like, yeah, okay, it's on me, right? And he's like,
Wow.
and he said, we just can't do it more than 3 days in a row. Because if you do it 3 days in a row, that's when
Oh
you get
god,
hooked,
yeah,
right?
that's such a myth.
Okay.
But yes, I know what
but I
you're
mean,
saying.
it was kind of true because like I'm like, oh, I'm fine, and then I just want to do more, I just want to do more. So anyway, so that's
Got it.
how that happened.
Got it.
And then it was just after that there was just no turning back.
Really,
right?
from the first one.
Well,
So-
I would say like we were just smoking it at first. Right?
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you're watching this guy have like his crash outs doing heroin, and you're like,
No, actually, he wasn't really crashing out
No?
at that time. He was
No?
a functioning.
he was just high.
He was just
functioning.
being normal.
Yeah,
That's crazy. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
kind of
seen
worse.
somebody like high functioning on heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he
yeah.
was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he was pretty normal at the time, but he was also, we were very much into the club scene and everything.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
And then it started snowballing. We were doing snowballing. We were doing we were doing coke and heroin and
okay. There's some snow there.
Yeah.
there is some snowballing.
Right, exactly.
Actual, just going down that hill.
Yeah, so we were doing that. Speedballing, that's right. And we started shooting up and everything. And,
wow.
And then it was just like, he's like, just quit your job. I'll take care of you. I'm like, all right.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously? What?
So lost job. So pretty much I was just in this room just doing drugs all the time, right?
Wow.
And,
that was my phone, sorry.
and then long story short, we ended up getting arrested.
Oh, okay.
For the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I started this when I was probably like 27.
Oh.
So it was pretty later.
Wow. That is relatively
for someone
older.
who started so young to be 27.
Sure,
And then
a
getting
slow progression.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is, I mean, there's no timeline for addiction, but like,
For sure.
That's
Yeah. So it was pretty much later in life.
A late bloomer.
And so we ended up getting arrested, and I spent 4 days in Las Colinas kicking, and it was the most horrible thing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, is because when you get sick, you just want to get well.
That's
right?
it. Yeah.
To function.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
not getting high anymore.
No,
You're
you just want to feel normal.
You just want to feel normal again. You don't want to be sick anymore. So,
right.
So that was kicking in jail was the worst. Ended up getting bailed out, and then the person I was with, his mom, because we were together, we were a couple, and then his mom sent us to a Christian rehab.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You turned for Christ.
Turned for Christ. Yeah. Oh, nice. Is it beans and rice in Jesus Christ, or is it just? Was it full blown?
It was wild. Okay, so I was like this Christian rehab, and they were Christians, and it was. The irony was that he's a full blown Christian reading me Bible verses, and we're getting high, right? But it was making sense.
Okay.
Like, oh my God, I understand the Bible now. Before I couldn't. I'm like, this is fucking weird. But
right.
So we go to this rehab, and they split us up. He's on the men's ranch. I'm on the women's ranch, and then there for 3 months, and I'm buying into it, and I become a born again Christian and everything.
Yeah.
And during that time, we pretty much get engaged. Right, through letters and stuff. So we're sneaking letters to each other
while you're in rehab.
Yeah. So the day we got out of rehab, we got married.
No way.
Yeah. The day we got out. So I'm sober now. Okay. I'm like thinking we're gonna get married. We're gonna have a normal life. Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Everything's gonna be normal.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. So
this isn't abnormal codependent
behavior
in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's not.
Well, and then Christian rehab, the thing is, you got to get married. You got to have children. If you're going to be together with a person,
they kind of do push that.
They do. I was like totally brainwashed. Like, no, you have to, if you're going to be with somebody, got to get married, you got to have kids.
Yeah. And you all follow the Lord at the same time.
Exactly.
I'm over here like, ew.
Marriage.
I'm just kidding. So, anyways, as you were.
Yeah.
So, we get married, and that same night, we go to, he wants to go see some friends or whatever. So I'm in the car. He goes in the house, comes out, and he's like, I just did the biggest, fattest line. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I'm like, we just got out of rehab.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are you?
Right.
I'm just like.
You were like trying to stay true to your sobriety.
Yeah, that's wild.
And he wasn't. Out and he's like,
yeah.
We did it.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Hey. And I'm just looking at him like, what did I just marry?
Right.
Oh my God. Newlyweds. Yeah. And he's out here partying his face off. And you're like, wait, I thought we were doing God. And
I thought we were going to be,
yeah.
We're going to start a family now.
Right. Well, long story short, again, that didn't happen. Again, we ended up using again.
Okay.
And then got arrested again.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't my life. This is not what I want. Oh, and in between then, we became homeless. We were living in a motorhome.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
We had a motorhome at least.
Yeah,
We were living in his mom's basement for a little bit. We had a motorhome, and I'm like, this just isn't.
This isn't good.
This isn't what I had planned for my life. What I thought, you know, I wanted. And then, after he got arrested again or something, and then I got arrested, I'm like, okay, you know what, this isn't me anymore. I don't like this.
What were you guys getting arrested for?
People would call on us, and this was 20 something years ago. So back then, the police actually gave a shit about you doing drugs. They don't care now.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Facts.
You're 100%
Yeah.
right.
So back then, it was a lot different. They, they throw you in for looking like a junkie.
Yeah, no, you get like a nickel bag of like even like meth or like maybe like a half gram of heroin. You're going in.
I do remember when they were way more strict about finding drugs on people, and now it's like it has to be a more massive amount or an additional crime for them to actually like care to pursue charges, which is wild. Yeah, that's why my brain is like, wait, what did you get arrested for? Y'all are just living your best lives, doing heroin on the streets, not giving a fuck.
Right. No, I mean, now you walk downtown, you see people shooting up and smoking stuff.
Out in the open,
people
open use.
nodding out and
folded.
Yeah, the fentanyl fold.
The fentanyl folder.
The zombies. But yeah, no, so back then it was different. So anyway, so we were, and then I had DUI or whatever. And then I'd say, I was like, I'm done with this. And then, but then I was still kind of using, and I don't know, I was just kind of torn, back and forth. Like I didn't want to do that anymore, but it was hard to quit. So then a friend told me about methadone. So,
okay.
So started going to Mexico, was getting on methadone.
Oh, really? Why not here?
No insurance.
Oh yeah,
Super
this is before
expensive.
Medi-Cal.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so we'd go down to Mexico, and it was cheap.
It's
like $7 or for both of us, like $12 a day.
Yeah, seriously.
Super cheap. But we were doing that, and then coming back up, and then doing heroin. I don't know.
So it's like defeating the
purpose. It was defeating the purpose. Yeah. But
it happens all the time.
Yeah,
I was successful for a little bit. I did the methadone for 3 days, and then I was clean for a while. And I was telling my ex-husband, I was like, "Oh my God, you have to do this. It works."
Right.
He didn't want to,
Oh, I see. So you went on it, but he wanted to stay
eventually did. But he's like, "Okay, this shit's fun." But then he.
Was there ever a point where you were like, "Okay, we're done," just like with him and like walking away?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and So then another, I ended up with someone, and I was like, I don't know, just like, and at this time I'm still, born again, believing, oh my God,
Yes,
like praying, like I need something, like I need help.
You're desperate
to get off of this shit, right? Like, in what, So I ended up getting pregnant, and I was like,
oh wow,
yeah, and I was like, well, this is the sign, right?
Right,
Like, to quit,
stop, yeah.
And that was pretty much it. So that was 2006, 2007. So I haven't touched heroin since then.
Holy really? Yeah. That's amazing.
That's
So it's been almost 20 years.
Wow.
Right.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
so.
Because it definitely sounded like you had the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The lifestyle down. It wasn't like you just dabbled.
For someone who is that far in to have a realization that there's someone that's going to be more dependent on surviving that addiction, it's incredible to have that moment of clarity. And it sounds like it came along at like the best time and probably saved your life, to be honest, because
for sure,
when you're going in and out and you're, having those moments of just begging for change and trying to figure out and grasp onto something out of like a desperate measure, like imagine like how that could have progressed if that hadn't happened. Right. It is incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And so you were on methadone, and so you dropped the heroin. Did you have to wean yourself off of methadone?
Yeah, so I was still on the methadone during the pregnancy and everything. And
yeah, of course, it would be insane to just stop that.
Yeah, because they told me you can't, because otherwise
it could
baby,
mess. Yeah, it could mess that up.
So so I had my son, and still was on the methadone program for a while. It's kind of like it was hard to get off of it because it was just a normal thing.
No, yeah, it takes forever.
So finally, I weaned myself off of it. I just was like, I'm done. I need to go.
Like a milligram at a time?
Yeah. Just slow taper off.
Yeah.
And then finally I was done. I think that was around 2012.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a while since I've done that as well.
Yeah, that's also a big accomplishment.
That
Yeah.
is crazy.
And the thing, Michigan, when I lived in Michigan, I was on a program out there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So my son was a year old and didn't have a place to stay. We were in a homeless shelter. And my sister lived out there with her family. I was like, why don't you come out here? You have a place to stay.
Yeah.
And everything. So I'm like, all right. Took the kid out there and got in a methadone program out there. But it was a lot more difficult of a program. Yeah, it was. And I had to go to actual Detroit, to get to the program.
No.
Yeah.
No one wants to go there.
So I'm living in the suburbs, but we had to go to the city.
Yeah.
And they were like, why'd you move here? I'm like, well, for family and stuff. They're like, well, you're just going to end up addicted again because it's everywhere here.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like,
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
So bad over there.
and I'm like, no, I'm not. And they're like, oh yes, you're just surrounded by. I'm like, but I don't know anyone.
Right.
And I'm like, but you're making me come here. So now I'm meeting people that are doing it.
Right.
So that's the irony there. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm in this program for a reason,
Right.
So anyway, so then I moved back to San Diego and was still in the program. And then it was just seeing the same people at the methadone clinic and just seeing, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. It could be a really triggering place, because there are plenty of people that are just not done. They're just
right, and just seeing these people that, and I don't want to. They just were so trashy, and I'm just like, and I'm just like, this is not me.
It's okay to say that because we all know, some people
funny.
that are just trashy. There's no better word for it sometimes.
Yeah, and
oh my God.
I don't even know how. I was just like, I'm just like, I'm better than this, right?
Right.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah, you know who you are.
What?
So I finally decided to wean myself off of that. So that was 2012, I believe, 2014. It was early. It was 2012 or 2014. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, though.
And then I quit smoking. But it seemed like every time, I'd quit smoking, I'd want to do this. Or if I quit that, I'd start smoking again, right?
Really?
And then
So were you a massive smoker during all this?
Not during when I was doing heroin and stuff.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I love
Sorry.
cigarettes.
Oh man,
it was like your little crutchy crutch.
Yeah,
right.
That I can relate. I get
It is.
that. Yeah.
You don't smoke or do vaping anything.
I don't anymore. Yeah. So that was one thing that I did pick up after I got sober was vaping a lot.
Vaping, yeah.
Anytime we went out, that was like my little social anxiety crutch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like straight up, I would, and every now and then I want to hit a vape when I'm out, but I won't buy them. I quit. It took me a couple tries. You were there with me.
I'm like looking at you like,
no, it's not even that. I would just get my anxiety would spike, and then I'd be like, I need a vape because I'm unmedicated. So how do you process with your anxiety unmedicated? You either get caffeinated and spike your anxiety more, or find some sort of other coping mechanism. But yeah, no. So I don't vape or anything anymore. But yeah, so I get it.
Yeah,
it's like
sure.
I want a cigarette. Like when I see people on TV smoking, I'm like, God, that looks really good.
Yeah, they
I'm
make
like,
it look good. They glamorize cigarettes.
They make
a lot.
it look so good, and I'm like, ugh.
when you smell it, when it's
you do it, you're like, yeah, this is harsh.
Right. Yeah. So I haven't had a cigarette since 2014, maybe something.
Oh,
Like that.
nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit. I'm just like quitting everything here, right?
I think I quit cigarettes around that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a pack a day smoker.
Oh.
It was it was terrible.
My lungs hurt for you.
Dude, yes,
Oh
my lungs were hurting.
Says the girl who is like heavy vape queen. My lungs hurt for you back a day.
Literally.
Like, how do you do that?
But during those times, it's like my son. I'm like, how and I would be like, how can I be doing drugs with my son? That's just like, it's fucked up, right?
Right.
And then it was the smoking. I was like, how can I be smoking around him? Like, that's fucked up. So
Yeah.
It
So I
sounds like
accepted-
your son was a very heavy and like motion for you to just stay on the straight
Yeah.
path.
Right. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
when I quit all that, then I started drinking.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
So I was like, well, because alcohol is very
Normal.
normal,
Yeah.
accepted,
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, I started, drinking beers and stuff.
That's
Crazy how that
IPAs.
comes up every single time we talk about
Yeah, I
this.
know. Yeah.
You
Me
know?
and Steffi do cover it a lot.
Yeah.
It's so normalized. So when you're quitting drugs and you start drinking, you don't feel any shame or any guilt
No.
because why would you? This is normal. Society paints it as such a normal thing to do. Like, oh man, I don't want to get started on that. But
Right.
yeah, it
Yeah,
makes sense. That
I-
checks out.
A lot of people will, it's like once, like, I'll use myself as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a heroin addict.
Mm-hmm.
I put down heroin, but, if I drink a beer or two, it's harmless. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like you kind of give in to, like, what society says it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if I drink responsibly, it's okay.
And then you're out there buying heroin.
When
as
I'm out
soon
there
as you're
buying-
drunk.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's like me.
I can't find my connect number anymore.
Yeah.
Go downtown.
Let me have a couple shots. Sure. I promise you that once I am drunk, I will be asking somebody for a bump because I
Right.
don't want to be
I can
drunk anymore.
confirm.
Yeah. and then you'll have to carry me back to the house and put me to bed. I think that
Like
was
you're a
one
kid?
of the last times that Jamie actually saw me drunk. Was that
Really?
she had to carry? No, that wasn't
That
the last
wasn't
time.
me.
That was we were leaving the after party for freaking the Hemlock Book.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
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 You carried Steffi around?
I think it was Javi. It was her partner and someone else was carrying. Yeah, it had to have been both of you. It was either you guys or someone.
Hopefully.
Someone
I
carried
barely
me.
remember that night.
Yeah.
So
That's so funny.
I
That
don't
was
e-
right before we got sober, or a little
Yeah.
bit before we got sober. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a year or so.
Yeah, it was about I'd say it was less than a year for you because you got sober shortly after that. Because that was what 2020, 2021.
I think it was 2021.
It was 2021.
because he wrote the book at the beginning of lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
But yeah, so sorry, ADHDing all of us.
Yeah,
here.
no, I know.
We're just like all over the map.
We are.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So you started drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
started
I
drinking again,
started
yeah.
drinking again. Me and my son's father, we were drinking a
Mhm.
lot, and then I caught him cheating on me,
Oh, God.
and
Damn.
then we were like really drinking heavy and just fighting and stuff, and then I met my current partner.
Okay. So you left him.
I was like, peace. I'll see you
Good.
later.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I left him, and then I got my own place, and then but the drinking continued because here I am and alone finally, or not finally, but after 20 something years of continually being with somebody, my ex-husband, my son's father.
Yeah.
I'm just alone in my apartment.
This
like,
is codependency.
yeah, and I was just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I doing? Staring at these blank walls, like.
Yeah.
Because my son stayed with his father so he could still have his routine, right?
Sure,
We wanted
sure.
to keep his normal routine where he lived, same school, everything else. So
Yeah.
he stayed with his father because I had to get out.
Yeah.
My son's father might be a shitty person to me, but he's a good dad. So
I see.
That's what matters. Yeah.
Right.
so
Right.
anyway, so I'm in my apartment and then I'm just drinking, because
By yourself.
by myself, and then going out, drinking, social, anxiety and stuff. But then,
Sure.
it's always the next morning waking up hungover and regretful, like, oh my God, what did I do last night? What did I say? Why
Right.
was I doing that?
Right.
And, then started dabbling in cocaine again.
Oh, shit.
And then my partner did not like that at all.
Oh,
That's
He-
kind of like
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was just like,
Yeah,
he's like, if you're gonna keep doing that, I don't want to talk to you. I don't. And I'm like,
Whoa.
fuck, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we're taking that out of the equation, right?
I see.
But still drinking and stuff, and I knew he didn't like it because I would get pretty fucked up because I didn't know my limit. You know.
Oh, really?
I would think I was fine.
Right.
You know.
You played it in your head. You're like, what
I'm
happened?
Like, I could have another shot, sure.
Yeah.
And I would think I was fine, but apparently I wasn't. You know,
right.
Waking up the next day, you know, it was not pretty. So
And then I feel like in between there was when we met.
Yeah, that's all. I was going to ask that actually.
Yeah.
When did you guys meet?
Her partner and I had been friends for some time, and I think I was about 27 when we met. I would say 26, 27. It's been almost 10 years.
Oh, no way.
And we were at an event somewhere, and she came up and introduced herself, and then...
Well, you were with your ex, and we were at the Hard Rock.
Uh-oh.
That one, yeah.
There was some like...
I
think it was... who was it? Julian K or something?
It was a bitty thing. Yeah, it was a bitty bum bum. He's going to be so mad. Sorry, Biddy.
So Hobby and I walk in together, and you're with your ex.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Hobby, you're going to introduce me to her? Because I knew you two were friends.
Yeah.
So he finally introduced us.
And then
I see.
She slid into my... Afterwards.
Yeah.
She slid into my DMs.
She said your DMs?
She slid into my DMs.
Oh.
And she was like, we should work out sometime. And I was
Damn.
like, oh, we should.
Girl, I know a spot.
I know a place I can take you.
Wow.
And I know where we can go after.
Wow. These are getting heated.
That is kind of where our friendship started.
Oh, that's really cool, though.
We started going to the gym together, and she's my regular gym partner. And then that was when I was going to Choose. It was fun. And then,
the gym that we do not speak of anymore.
And then we sometimes we would go and grab because we live so close to 3rd Avenue. We'd grab drinks or something after, which was defeating the purpose.
Right.
So you guys work out and then you drink right after?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, we met when she was drinking a little bit. I was drinking a little bit more. We were both in a weird space. Like, that was when I was in my abusive relationship that was just kind of freshly getting toxic and unhealthy, and she got to watch me maneuver through that. Yeah, she watched me the downward spiral. She watched me go through it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. But we would get drunk, and that would be what we did.
Can I tell that one story?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whistle stop.
Yes.
Oh
go.
my God.
Go.
So it was her birthday.
It was my birthday.
Okay.
And she was going through it with her ex.
Sure.
And
he cheated on me. I had just found out.
Oh, fuck, dude, on your birthday.
Like, Jamie, whatever you do, if you see him and if you see me talking to him, pull me away from him. Okay?
Yeah. No.
Don't let me talk to him.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Keep us away from each other.
Okay.
Right? Got it. I got your back. Right?
And I'm getting lit while this is happening.
It's
We're
her
getting
birthday, right?
Yeah, you guys getting
lit.
So then, of course, he shows up, right? And she's staying away from him. But then, I'm like, where's Steffi?
Yeah.
And I look at her, and there she is sitting with him at the bar, or not at the bar, at one of the tables. And so I go up to her, and I grab her by the waist, and I pulled her away, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's fine, you know.
It was not. It was in fact
not fine.
No,
because then.
And that happened I don't want to interrupt, but it happened 2 or 3 times during that. I kept pulling you away.
Like a magnet, just
And this is why I'm sober, okay?
Yeah.
This is exactly why.
So then I was. So then I was like, the 4th time I was like, you know what? I give up.
What happened after that, though? This is how great my friends are.
Yeah.
They put me in an Uber home by myself. Okay, so I went home by myself, and man, oh man, did that piss him off. Really? He was so mad. he was like texting me. He was like, I can't believe you just fucking ditched me. You're such a bitch.
Like he cheated on you.
He cheated on me.
And he calls you a bitch?
Like, excuse me, sir. And not only did he cheat on me, but one of the girls he cheated on me with was at the bar that night. And that's what started my crash out. My like heavy drinking was caused by that. And I wanted to say something to her and I never did. And
probably best.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a perfect example. I'm so glad that you brought that up. As embarrassing as it is, like I'm putting my face in my hands, being like,
he had this gravitational pull. It's
That's the sad thing about it is just like that's how like my codependency worked was just I was so invested in something that just wasn't good for me, and like you got to see that, and that's it's so wild to hear other people's experiences in watching that too. But that's why literally like bringing that up, that is exactly why I got sober, and that is a perfect example to why when I say I wasn't able to leave my relationship without being sober. Like that's the proof for me, because anytime that I got that messed up, literally the same thing would happen. We wouldn't even be together and I would end up at his house. So like, that was pretty bad. So she's seen it. She's seen some of the worst. And I mean, we've been through it together, and I've seen her go through different things with people, and like, that's so crazy because she's always handled it with a lot of grace.
Oh, really?
She went through some stuff right before she got sober, and it was with somebody that just was not, he was our friend at one point and just didn't have the best intentions. That's a good word. And things got like kind of out of control. And the whole time that the situation was unraveling, Jamie just sat there very composed, very quiet, and very much like, okay, this is going to blow over and it'll be okay.
I see.
Privately, I mean, she clearly was like struggling with it, but she handled it with grace. And that was like one of the moments where she first started being sober too, was after this had happening. And I was just really impressed. And that's kind of what had inspired me, was watching her maneuver through life in such an like graceful manner and like hold her head high, like when you see someone do that, you're like, I want that too. And being her friend and watching her start DJing and doing events, and she's out in bars and she's out here having a good time and she's dancing, and you see that and you're just like, oh wow, I can do that too. And it's really freaking cool, and it's awesome to have a friendship in which we've held for so long, to watch her just like grow and succeed in all of these different things that she's pursued in her life. And and she's successful, like to the capacity where like we go places, we go on a trip to LA, and it's like, oh, there goes the mayor of San Diego, Miss Jamie, because she knows everybody and their mama in this freaking venue. But like, but that's how much of an impact she has as a person in general, which is really cool. I don't think she realizes it though.
I'm like over here. Thank you.
Oh, it's really awesome to have Steffi kind of like validate some of your I guess your journey. You know what I mean? It's really awesome, because we could have just done this by ourselves, and it would probably be, it'd be cool, but but to have somebody witness it and
from the outside.
From the outside is fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's done great.
Yeah, so my partner, he was encouraging me to get back on the DJ thing. So he was encouraging me to DJ, and I was always told I couldn't because I'm partially deaf, right?
Yeah. She really is. So she's partially deaf.
Oh, for real? Like a real diagnosis?
Yes.
My left ear, I'm like completely 100% deaf, and I'm like,
oh, no shit.
But so I was always told, no, you can't DJ because you need to,
Yeah, you need both ears.
Both ears to hear, and my partner was like, no, you don't. do it, you know?
Do
and
it.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He had his rig set up and he's like showing me some things. And so I started doing it and he was really pushing me to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, fuck, I can do this. But then, you know, I was still kind of drinking and stuff and practicing and drinking. And, you know, and when you're drunk, you think everything sounds great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
So just having a good old time with that. And then I started my own club night and was still kind of drinking. And then he, my partner, you know, he's pretty smart and he would give me some, you know, words of wisdom and be like,
I see.
He's very smart. He's a very driven individual,
successful.
Oh, really?
Super successful. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, and I've known him for a little bit longer than I've known her, and he's so incredible.
He was telling me, he's like, you know, he's like, now that you're DJing and stuff, he's like, just cut back on the drinking a little bit so that way you know, you can focus on your DJing, you're not messing up, and you forget, you don't forget all your cords and your equipment and, you know, all this, your headphones and everything. And he's like, and there's nothing more embarrassing than, you know, a sloppy DJ and everything. Right?
Sure.
So I was like, okay, you know, and then, you know, I took that to heart because, you know, I really I have a lot of respect for him and what he says. So I'm like, okay. So I would just, you know, have like a drink or whatever, you know, not too bad.
Right.
But then, as Steffi had mentioned, something had happened with a friend of mine, and that was really, really hard for me. And then I realized I do a lot of stupid shit.
Sure.
When I'm drinking.
Right.
And
we all do.
Right.
And especially like when you drink a lot, you know, things sound good. You know, if somebody's like, "Hey, have some blow." Do some blow, you know? No, thanks. I don't want
that slippery slope.
Yeah. And even though you keep saying no, they keep, you know, you keep drinking, and then they keep offering it, and then you do it, and then you have regrets, you know, the next day and everything, and so I kept you know, I was just going through some shit and kept drinking and everything. And finally, New Year's Eve, my partner was DJing an event in Palm Springs. With really big bands and stuff. And we were having a great time. And I just felt like I couldn't get drunk, right? So I kept drinking White Claws or whatever, you know.
Sure.
Feeling totally normal. And then another friend was like, hey, you seem kind of drunk. We should probably take you back to the hotel room. I'm like, really? I don't know. I felt fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever. So go back to the hotel and, you know, try to sleep it off. And then the next morning, I slept it off, you know, and then the next morning I woke up and I was just like, I missed Javi's DJ set.
Right.
I missed the rest of the show.
Yeah.
I missed everything because I got stupid drunk.
I see.
You know? And I was like, this is fucked up.
Right.
You know, I'm doing stupid shit when I'm drinking because, you know, you feel invincible and lose your inhibitions and stuff, right?
Right.
And I'm just like, I'm like thinking, I remember I took a swig of champagne or whatever they had, you know, and because the hair of the dog, right? And I took a swig of that and I set it down. And I'm just like, man, I feel like shit. We went to breakfast. I felt like shit.
Yeah.
I felt like shit on the way home. And I'm just like, and in my mind on the way home, I'm just repeating everything and just going, I'm done. I'm done with this. This sucks. I missed his, you know, because it was
a big deal.
Yeah, it was like 3.5, 4 years ago, and it was a big deal.
New Year's Eve, I could see it.
It was a big deal, and you want to be supportive of your partner, so I'm sure you felt a lot of guilt.
Right. And it was like, you know, some pretty cool bands, like Pixel Grip was there, Contra Void.
Oh, really?
Or I think it was Panther Modern. I think.
Anyway,
so there were some, you know, good bands that I missed out on, and I missed his DJ anyway. So I was just like, oh, man, you know, I'm just beating myself up in the car mentally.
That anxiety,
everything. And I'm just like, man, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done. And I could tell Javi, I could just tell he was not happy with me.
He was upset.
Yeah. And, you know, and then we got home and he was just very cold. And I was like,
I'm sure his feelings were just pretty hurt.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I asked him, like, you're mad at me, aren't you? And he's like, well, you're not really my favorite person right now.
A little passive aggressive.
That's like a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. And I was I could just see it. And I was like, fuck. I'm like,
it's like not even angry, just disappointed.
And like
exactly.
Your personalities, you are so sensitive to those types of things that you're probably just like,
yeah. And I was like, and I'm telling him, in my brain, I'm just like, I keep disappointing myself. I'm gonna fucking lose him,
Right.
like, so I was just like, well, I'm making a promise to you right now. I'm done. I quit. I quit alcohol. I'm quitting drugs. I'm quitting all that stuff.
Right.
I wasn't really doing a lot of drugs then, but I told him I was done.
Yeah.
With everything.
Of course. Yeah. Full blown sober.
Right. And he's like, right.
And
I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, no, believe me, I'm done. He's like, well, we'll believe that when I see it. Right. And I was like,
Keep it
well,
real.
Here we go with that Pepsi challenge. I'm done.
Pepsi challenge.
It was probably like, I've seen you enough to where he just did not have the faith, because the addiction is one hell of a thing. Alcoholism is one hell of a thing,
How long were you guys together before this event?
So that was 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So 6 years?
6 years? Okay.
Something like that.
A handful of years.
Right?
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because that means like, okay, so you're coming up on 10 years.
We're coming up on 10 years.
I see.
That is crazy, because that means I've known you for about 10 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know this
so
whole
wild.
decade has gone by in just a drunken stupor flash.
Well, at least half of it.
Right? So anyway, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And, I'm just like, and it wasn't just to prove it to him.
Right.
It was to prove it to myself. And I was thinking about, like, you know what? I'm getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking and all stuff has done nothing for my life.
Sure.
It has.
Right.
Nothing good has come from it.
Exactly.
I wake up feeling like shit and embarrassed, and I do stupid shit. And I'm like, one thing to not wake up feeling like that is to not drink.
There you go.
Shit, And I'm like, and I don't ever want to miss another one of his DJ sets.
I see.
I don't ever want to miss a show. I don't ever want to miss something because I was too fucked up,
Right.
And I was like, I took his words about, DJing and holding yourself accountable and being presentable.
Sure.
And, I took all those words and I was like, I'm done, and this is what's, obviously going to, help that stuff. So I was just like, you know what, I'm done. And then, and he was supportive, and he would get like a non-alcoholic beer. And, and he offered it, and I was like, you know what? I don't even want that. I don't even want that.
You don't even want a reminder of it.
Right. And he's like, oh, okay. And then, a couple of weeks would go by, and I'm just like, okay, I'm still doing this.
Right. Right.
And then, a few months later, and during this time, we were still going out. We were still going DJing, parties, all this stuff.
So a lot of nightlife activities.
Yeah. And, people would offer drinks. No. And I started drinking a lot of Topo Chico.
The cold brew at Whistle Stop. The cold brew.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cold brew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was our thing for sure.
Right. So then it became caffeine, energy drinks, pre-workout, caffeine. I'm like, I'm raw dogging life here.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Use that raw dog,
right? I'm like, I'm gonna have caffeine because
that's your vice.
That's my vice.
Sure.
That's it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
I
then,
feel that.
My 3-month anniversary, I think I made a Instagram post about it or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, that's good. And they're like, how long are you going to go for? Is this like a temporary thing? I'm like, no, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Real shit.
6 months came along, and then year and everything. And then it's just my normal now. I don't think about it anymore. And, and another thing too.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
Please do.
No, I'm looking at you because I know you're going to agree.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
So when you finally get sober and you're at the clubs, and you're sober and you're seeing everybody else drinking,
get wasted.
wasted.
It's fun. People watching.
It is hilarious.
Yeah,
It is.
we
And
have
it's
a good time.
eye-opening. And
Yeah.
then you're like, holy shit, that's what I look like. You're like, oh my God, I am never drinking again. Like, you know, just look. And people, when they're drunk, it's so funny because they love to repeat themselves.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
And it's so hard to have the
oh,
patience to listen to them over and over again.
So it's like,
She's so much stronger than I am
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
because
yeah.
like, so she does the DJ events and we do hospitality together for an event called Modern Wave. And so then we end up kind of what hospitality hosting duties. And we say hi to a lot of people and there's a lot of small talk and a lot of the time people are repetitive in what they're saying and she will listen to them and I will walk away.
Not interested. Not
She's
interested.
so much better than I am. She'll be like,
Yeah.
and then I walk away and she's just like, I can't believe you just left me.
yeah. 'Cause you know what? Exactly. Because you know what your responsibility for that is? It's
end
like,
it.
Jamie, we gotta go do something.
Right,
we gotta go.
We got that thing. We gotta look at the time.
But sometimes I just have such a low tolerance for
Right.
dealing with people. I'm like, I gotta go.
She'll dip out, and she's like,
Now you're
she's
like-
like on my deaf side, so I have no idea.
That
And I'll like look over, and I'm like, oh shit, she's gone, and she just left me with this person.
It's so bad. It's like it's become a running joke between
Yeah.
us now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty serious. In my,
But yeah, definitely seeing people get wasted and like. You know, trashing the venue or, you know, almost knocking over
man,
DJ
yeah.
gear. And,
Really?
yeah.
some of that
Shit.
stuff is so crazy. It's so wild, and we look at each other all the time, and we're like, man, I'm so glad that I'm not like that
For
anymore.
sure.
It's really cool.
And, you know, it's like not to be judgmental here, but, you know,
Sure.
yeah, people love to imbibe and have fun. And you know, and good for them. They're having
Right.
fun. But when they cross that threshold and they're doing like crazy shit, you know, it's
That's when
funny, but at the same time, it's like, oh God. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I don't do that anymore. And
Right. I'm glad that's not me.
yeah. And then I know, like, the next day I'm not going to wake up with regrets. I didn't
Yeah.
do anything stupid. I know
Right.
where all my gear is. You know, I haven't
Yeah.
lost my phone.
Well, and then look at like the stuff that we've done or that you've done too. Is like going on trips to DJ and other places, and then having the ability to go out and do stuff afterwards. Or we
Yeah.
just did 3 days in LA, and
Really?
oh my God, it was exhausting and definitely like.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was super fun, but there was a lot of like different things that were really testing our ability to maneuver social situations, I feel
see.
like. But it was a good time. And not only did we do all of this stuff, but we like were able to go do stuff, get up early, get ready,
I see.
like go through the night, you know. And
Had
then
we been drinking, we wouldn't.
we would have been
not.
wasting
Yeah.
our time. I remember this one time I was so freaking hung up. It was at Hemlock release night, and I was so hungover.
Back to
I
that.
slept over at Hobbies with you guys, and we got up, and then we went to brunch, and we started drinking immediately, drinking all day, and then I don't think I ever ended up feeling drunk. I just ended up feeling like I had come full circle and sobered up finally, and I wasn't hungover anymore. I remember feeling like I had just wasted my whole day though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I feel like one of the things we said when we first got sober, because she's like 6 months ahead of me.
Yeah.
6, 7.
Six,
Sorry,
seven.
Oh, you did it! Oh no! You're the second person that's done that here.
I have teenagers, and like it is embedded. The
They
brain
really do
rot.
that? They really do that shit.
The brain rot is embedded in my brain.
no.
It's embedded. I've officially like rotted some of my most serious brain cells. My frontal lobe is deteriorating.
Oh no!
Where was I going with that?
Hemlock book.
Oh
Yeah, there we
no, I think that was one of the things when we first got sober that we had talked about is like how drinking feels like it's kind of just like a low caliber activity, and we want to be high caliber people.
I see.
Right.
Yes.
I see.
Because spending a day like sitting around, cool, you're having your social interactions with your friends, but are you really doing anything?
Right.
And now, like, what is it that you do with your time? You're more productive. You do more. You're doing your DJ sets. You're putting your music together.
Yeah.
We go out and have adventures. We go to Liberty Station. We're taking pictures of places. Like, you brought your camera today to go do like some photography and like all of these things that you didn't really have a drive for before. And now you're out here like, oh, I want to pick up this as a hobby and do this as a hobby. And like, I want to be really good at this. And like, these are all things that you've done. You've done modeling, which I mean, you were doing before you got sober, but like you did some modeling. You've done your DJing, you've done your events, like it just keeps going and you just keep excelling. And like, that's super cool. You went to the gym for a long time and like you're dealing with medical issues too. Like she just recently found out that she has a deteriorating lower disc in her back.
Oh God.
And she's not out here drinking or taking opioids or anything to resolve it. She's just really trying to get through it.
That's
and
amazing.
it is. It's really cool to watch because again, with Grace. Like,
look at her.
And it's just it's really cool. It's cool when you have friends who are on the same wavelength as you because I feel like we don't get to experience that. I'm not knocking people who have the ability to drink and drink responsibly. I just have a really negative outlook on alcohol at this point in time in my life because I know,
yes, we know.
It's not even just that. I think addiction is taking away, it robs, it's a thief. It is a thief and it
robs your time.
It's not just a thief to you, but it's a thief to your loved ones. It's a thief to your family, your close friends, because we lose so many people in addiction and it takes from us and we're not even in it, you know?
Right.
And I have this just negative outlook on it because of that. And I have so much respect for people who are able to gravitate
Navigate.
Gravitate, navigate. I am a rapper now.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you can find me on SoundCloud.
DJ Steffi.
No, DJ Seven Stranger, and she's making my mixes.
Oh.
She's gonna produce my music next. People
with grace.
With grace and humility. Very humble, like.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's really cool to see people navigate life's hurdles sober.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people do that. Yeah. Not at all. I see people have shitty days and who's going out tonight? I need to get drunk.
Right.
Now?
Yeah.
And what do you do when you find out that you like can't do stuff that you loved before? You know, like, how do you handle that? Like, what was your, like, in all of this, what do you think was the hardest part through your sobriety? Like, the stuff that you've gone through? Like, what was the hardest thing for you to sit with?
How do you mean?
Like,
give me
like, because you've had, say, your health. There's stuff that was within your health that kind of took away from you. Like, when we were going to the gym all the time and you just had some issues that gave you setbacks instead of like going out and drinking or, you know, feeling.
No, I'm just like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm getting older, you know, this is what happens when you get older. A little bit
of acceptance.
Yeah. You know,
it's that. And do you think that acceptance would have been there if you were still drinking?
You know, if I was still drinking, I probably wouldn't even felt it or even had the, you know, like the mindset to know that
something's wrong with you.
Something's wrong, right? Because with my back, I've had pain for a lot of years.
I see.
And I just thought, oh, it'll go away. It'll go away. And then finally one day I could barely get out of bed. And I was like, I need to go to the doctor. Something's wrong. You know, this hurts so fucking bad. That, you know.
I see.
And went to the doctor. They took x-rays. And I have, it's called moderate degenerative disc disease and sciatica. So it's like hurting right now too.
Yeah.
Because we've been sitting here for a while.
Well, no, it was hurting me prior to that too.
Okay.
It comes and goes, but
really.
So, they, you know, they wanted to prescribe me, or they did prescribe me Flexeril, but that's not like a controlled substance. It's not addictive or anything. And,
Sure.
And then and some other stuff like
naproxen.
Yes, that.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. So it's not like
non-habit forming things, pretty much.
Right.
Which is
so,
good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't need any painkiller, hardcore painkillers or anything. I don't even want to do that.
Do you feel like if that was introduced to you, that it would just be a problem?
I don't think so. No.
No, you don't think so.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? When I had my boob job done.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I heard that.
Them
painful.
titties.
Yeah, when I got my boob job done, they gave me what was it? Percocet or something?
Yeah, perks.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
they gave me that.
Percocet for your perky titties.
That's right.
Sorry.
We just call it perky teats.
Perky teats.
Perky teats.
So
Perky teats.
so they gave me that, and I took some, and I was just like, ooh, I don't like this feeling.
Really?
Just where you get itchy.
Yeah, and it was obviously like the opiate
Yeah,
feeling, and I
opiates,
didn't
yeah.
like it. I'm like, ooh, this is gross, and I felt nauseous, and
Yeah.
I ended up giving them to a friend of mine. I was just like, I don't want
Yeah,
them.
there you go.
Yeah, she wanted them, so I gave them to her,
Really?
and yeah, I was just like, ooh, so
So you felt something was off just from.
yeah, I just didn't like it. I was
Yeah.
just, and then I didn't like the way it made me feel.
Mhm.
Just kind of, I wouldn't say triggering, but it was just kind of like, ew, I remember this feeling. Ew,
Sure.
gross.
You just felt like it was not necessary.
You're right.
It sounds like your brain knows that that's just not the life for you
Absolutely.
anymore. Yeah.
It absolutely knows.
Yeah. I mean, that was before I got sober, but still, that was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm done with that. And then, I've tried other things, say shrooms.
Uh
Gives me anxiety.
huh.
Done with that.
No,
I
never.
tried to smoke the pots. Gives me
Pots?
anxiety.
Oh no.
Done with that.
No.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I don't think drugs are for me anymore. I'm just like, so everything gives me anxiety. So I'm just like, yeah, no.
It's the
I'm done with
year of
everything.
the anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. Every year for me.
Literal year. Always anxious.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's really cool though. Like it's
Yeah.
so cool to be able to talk about the stuff that you've experienced and to be able to tell people like, hey, I just decided that it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
really cool because
Right.
not a lot of people, I say this every single time, but not a lot of people have the ability to do that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of the
Right.
times rehabilitation is forced and
Right.
NA and AA. And I know that you
Yeah.
experienced
Oh
some
my-
of that.
Oh, yeah,
bad
experience, bad
yourself.
experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, tell me.
that was actually a condition on I think the first time I got arrested or the second time. I think it was the second time in the DUI.
Yeah, yeah.
They made me go to court appointed NA.
And yeah.
And I'm
Slip.
sitting there like listening to these people's stories. I'm like, y'all are making me want to go use.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to listen to this shit, And I had to go to like some McAllister Institute or something.
Yeah, what's
Hey,
McAllister?
what is
God.
McAllister?
I don't know what that
It's
place
the
is.
Oh,
worst
no.
place.
oh
my
I just
God.
want to let you know. Is it okay to say it?
No.
Oh.
It's not saying it. It's not saying it.
Okay. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
after.
Okay. Y'all work there or something.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Deceased. Anyways,
So-
at
Yeah.
the time, it was one of the worst places ever.
When was
Okay.
that?
That was before I had my son, so probably like 2007, 2006.
Oh, okay. That was a
2007.
good minute ago.
Yeah, so it was a
Yeah.
while ago. And I was just like, because, I don't want to be around junkies, drug addicts, because y'all are talking about your experiences and glorifying it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to hear this. And then you're putting me in the room with a bunch of junkies. Like, I don't want to know these people. I don't want to hear their stories. So that was a no for me, dog. I did not like that. So when
Yeah.
people ask me now, they're like, "Oh, how are you staying sober?" They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm so glad you're in a program." I'm like, "I'm not
Uh-huh.
in a program." They're
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Me, willpower. Like I'm
Yeah.
just not drinking." I'm like,
Okay.
for me, it's just, and I know a lot of people struggle with it,
Sure.
and people have been
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry you're struggling." I'm like, I'm literally, I'm not struggling. At first it was a little
Yeah.
hard for me because I'm like, "Oh, I want to take a shot with my friends." And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? Ew, after I do that, then I want another one. And then my face gets hot. And then I'm like, the flames.
Yeah.
I'm-
The
yeah.
flames.
Like,
The fire is hot.
And I'm like,
I'm gonna burn.
right? And I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. I don't, the way alcohol makes you feel, and I don't want to feel that way.
I think that the experience that you had with NA was very much because it was also a forced experience for you. I think that there are some NA and AA opportunities out there that are successful in creating a community for people.
Right. And I think that, like when my ex-mom-in-law forced us to go to the Christian rehab, I think that, and I realized after that, you can't force people to quit.
No.
Right.
They're going to have to want to quit on their own.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And all those times that I've quit doing something, it's because I wanted to, not because somebody made me do it.
Sure.
Now, Javi might have influenced.
That's a good way to put it.
Because
he
and he still drinks here and there. He's, he's a very social drinker. So,
I see.
And that doesn't bother me because I know
that
he
was
doesn't.
my next question is does it ever feel as if like it's frustrating to have a partner who does drink?
No, because
he's pretty responsible.
He's very responsible.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Because a lot of people, it's like they have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Because with my ex-partners, when, I'd see them doing something, I wanted to do it, but with him, I'm just like, you know what, that's for you. And you know what?
That's cool.
You can handle it. Yeah. He's not.
That's a hard
He's not an abusive drunk. Yeah. He's not a mean drunk. He's, I can count maybe 5 times I've seen him drunk.
Yeah.
Because, he's out with the boys. He's having fun.
Damn boys.
Damn boys.
Damn boys.
So, I just, I don't mind that. And I don't mind if people drink, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
And all the times that I did quit doing things because I wanted to, not because somebody made me. So, and I think that's really important. So I think, with the, there's some of our friends are in AA and stuff.
Yeah.
NA.
There's a bunch of them actually.
There's
a bunch of A's.
Yeah. Al-Anon is more. I think Al-Anon started as like a codependency program to help people who are seeing people.
Right.
That and a lot of people who date addicts are codependents, and I've learned this from reading material. Yes.
From experience.
Yeah, girl. It's reading about codependency and then. Like where it starts and how it's triggered and all of these different things. And it's really interesting. But yeah, I think that's a big thing. I think I've also have experience, like what meetings do you go to? But I take part in different events with sober meetups and stuff. So people assume that I go to meetings. But I don't see anything. It's personally not for me. And I've always kind of had a weird, I guess, outlook, because I've gone to meetings. I was going to meetings when I was like 17, 18 years old, and I didn't mind going. I spoke at a couple of them, and I got like a 1-year token, because when I was 17, I had some time sober because it was forced. And then I was sober again when I was like 21 to 22 or something like that. But it's just, I had an outlook on like these people who are in NA and AA were absolutely in despair. And I don't know if I guess I was in despair. I was at a low, but it just never felt like that was where I was at with addiction. But then I learned about high functioning addicts. And that's what we are, is high functioning addicts who could hold a job, who could take care of kids, who, had a whole ass life. And we weren't really like neglecting that lifestyle because we knew that this is the stuff that we had to take care of. But on the weekends or in our free time,
it's off.
It's
off.
It was so...
I remember getting off work and being just like so excited to get off work and be like, oh my God, I can't get fucked up today. We're going to go to the 80s club and woo!
And that we did. And we would dance. I remember a couple nights where it just turned into like super late, like random nights in vans with strangers. That we did.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Forgot about that.
We met a couple in a bar one night and we got in their van and we were partying, and then we went to my other best friend's house and we were partying, who was also sober. which is so crazy because my two best friends are freaking sober. Like, how cool is that?
A lot of our friends are going sober now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think you and I, Steffi and I, have definitely inspired that in a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah,
Started a
we
trend.
hear it all the time. They'll be like, "Oh, think you inspired me to go sober," or
Nice.
you're the catalyst to what drove me.
So they're like,
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're like, how are you able to do these events and DJ sober and like do all? And I'm like, I don't know, I just do,
Right.
Just,
because
It
it's
is
become
impressive.
so easy to raw dog this life and just keep plowing on through that bitch.
Yeah.
that's right.
Keep that raw dog.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a question. How'd you get your name, your DJ name?
So that Seven Stranger,
Yeah, I was kind of curious.
is a Duran Duran song.
Oh,
So
nice.
I hope you know who Duran Duran is, but
I know a little
he
bit.
knows.
Okay.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
so yeah, Duran Duran was my favorite band growing up, and and also I was a fan of Nick Cave, and at one point
Oh, fuck yeah.
I had a Instagram handle Crow Jane right after Nick Cave, and then I was like getting back because I started listening to Duran Duran again and started going to their concerts again, and was like, I was looking for another name instead of Crow Jane. I wanted to, and I was going through names, and I was like, the Seventh Stranger. I'm like, that sounds really fucking
Yeah,
cool,
it sounds really
right?
cool.
So I made that my Instagram handle.
Oh, cool.
And then when I became a DJ,
Just kept it.
I was just like, what should I name myself? And I'm like, you know what? My fucking handle is already Seven Stranger. Just make it DJ Seven Stranger.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And she's also like the world's most okayest.
The world's okayest DJ.
Okayest. Okayest.
But I have to give a shout out to my friend Tiffany. That wasn't really my. I didn't coin that.
Yeah.
But I saw her like years ago. I think she had a shirt that says "World's Okayest DJ."
Okayest.
Yeah. And I was cracking up. I'm like, that is so good. So I just,
That's hilarious.
yeah. So I just kind of used that.
Hell yes.
And it's not, I'm not trying to degrade I'm really sarcastic and humorous, and I just thought it was.
She's
hilarious.
kind of punny.
And I'm a little punny.
She's a little punny.
a little.
Oh, my favorite thing that we crack up about all the freaking time, or
What
we
is it?
used to, was this one night we were talking about sobriety and the sober train. And
Oh,
we were
yeah.
like,
Sober train.
we text each other, all aboard the sober chain.
Right.
Train.
So okay, what happened was,
What happened was
is so you and I were kind of freshly sober.
Right.
I think you had just
Right.
gotten sober, and Biddy again, he comes up and he's like, "So you still riding that sober train?" and I'm like, "Yep, we choose to be sober."
So choose.
Yeah.
So
And we were freaking
So cool.
crying over that, like straight up. So it's all aboard the sober train.
That's right. Choose to be sober.
Yeah, it was just like silly
And shout out
stuff.
to Biddy because he's sober now too.
Oh my gosh, our friend
Awesome.
Biddy is sober. He hit 90 days, but I feel like he's further along. But I remember
I
him
thought he was
telling me
further along.
he is further along, but he's also sober, which is super crazy. Because he's in a band. That band tours.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
band's
that's-
lifestyle is
not
for the weak. Okay,
No, it's not.
That those boys like to party. He liked to party, and it's respectful. Not only is he sober, but during the time he's been sober, he wrote a book. He was producing music.
Nice.
He's done all of these things.
See how much more productive people are when they're.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, which is kind of funny because, our favorite artists or whatever, like Nick Cave was a heroin addict, but some people can function on that and write good music.
Right.
Some
I
people
just-
Until they can't.
Have to point out that a lot of my favorite artists now are sober.
right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And they've been my favorite artists since I was like 13, 14 years old.
Oh,
And
like
learning-
newly sober.
Like The Used, Burt McCracken, completely sober. And he was a heroin addict and an
Yeah.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
And I think the guys in Coheed and Cambria, very emo over here, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I get the vibe.
I'm not really. No, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say I'm not really goth. They just adopted this emo kid, but
the black.
But
hair.
I
It's the black hair.
love the music, so and it's all about the music. But I feel like there's also people that I'm missing right now that do music
I think
that we listen to.
Mars is sober.
Mm-hmm.
She's a DJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And she recently got sober. I think 2 years.
Oh,
she's in.
nice.
I have a lot of sober friends. Look at Heather. Our friend Heather is also sober. We went on that trip to Substance with her. It was so cool to have a room that we're staying in with just sober girls, and not just like the sober girls, but the sober hot girls.
Yeah,
like
all of it.
It was
That's
really
awesome.
cool. Yeah. I feel like this
yeah.
lifestyle has been very incredible for the both of us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because before I used to, look at people, I'm like, how can you not drink?
Yeah.
Like, that's so weird. How can you not?
And now we're on the receiving
Yeah,
end.
it's like, how can you? No.
How dare you?
Right?
How
No, I mean, no judgment. Like, if you want to drink, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just,
Do
be,
your thing.
Be responsible. And that's another thing, too. What I love about being sober is I will never get pulled over for DUI. Like, I will never get arrested for that.
Again. Yeah.
And I love being the designated driver,
Yeah, me too. I drive everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll pick her up and drive. And then one thing I do have to say is just don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
That's all I ask
absolutely.
of my friends who do drink.
Especially with Uber.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
I know. When I had a few friends do that, and I was like, I still sometimes be a little like, really?
Yeah.
There's Ubers, dude. Like, what the fuck?
My high school boyfriend, that's how he died. So
Really?
I have never in my life driven a vehicle under the influence because of that, because that was such a big impact. And I always just hope that people will do the same, especially now with Ubers, Lyfts, and ride shares and so many different things.
There's options out there now.
Yeah.
Just remember, you're not just putting your life at risk, but everyone else's, and you could still have a fun time without doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also test your drugs if you're out there doing drugs.
Right.
Understand that it is very unsafe right now, and I would hate to experience what you've just experienced, and have the news of someone overdosing.
It's true.
So
it's true. It's out there. It
Yeah,
ain't going away.
Several.
we have lost some
artists.
friends.
Yeah.
And it's really heavy. Addiction is evil. It came to take from us, and it takes from us every single day. Everyone every single day. So it's super heavy.
Absolutely. Jamie. All right, one more question for you.
Sure.
Because you definitely had a long journey from starting, and then how it ended. And you have 4 years.
Almost 4 years.
And almost 4 years. Oh yeah,
Literally weeks away from 4 years. Yeah.
So my question is, what advice you would give to somebody that's probably going through something similar?
That's a good question, but it's also difficult at the same time. It's just you just have to know when you're ready.
Okay.
And
Fair enough.
yeah. I guess don't let anyone force you. I that's a really tough question.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, people ask me for advice on it. People.
Would
how do
you
you
say
do
that
it?
it gets better and easier?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it anymore. Like in the beginning, I was like, "Am I really doing this? Like, am I really?"
I've been there.
Like, oh my god. Okay, we'll see how long this goes.
For sure.
Yeah, and now it's
the new
4 years
norm.
in, and then when I hear people have been sober for years and they start drinking again, I'm like, why?
Right.
Why would you do that? You've had so much time. It's
You know what? Yeah. If we could just touch base on that real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
In December, because this is about Jamie.
Okay.
In last December, I was losing my mind, as we talked about on our last podcast.
It was a very hard one.
With my son being hospitalized, and I texted her and I said, I don't know if I can stay sober through this.
Really?
And she goes, but you have all this time. You're going to just throw it away like that? And then she's like, you don't want to do that. Like, she was there. She was the voice of reason. And if I don't think that I would have drank if I hadn't had her say that to me.
Well, I was like, and then if you do, you're just going to be so mad at yourself.
And she was right.
Right.
And she was like, between her and Chanel, because Chanel was like, you're strong, you've got this. And having those people in my corner, Jamie is one of the best people you can have in your corner if you're early sober. Or if you feel like you're going to relapse, because she will be the voice of reason. And honestly, that's freaking great.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you,
That's
man.
absolutely awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, you're great. You're my best man.
Oh. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for coming on here. She was hyping you to get you on here for a while, so it was awesome. We got this.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.